Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
And what if you fuck up?
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
I'd be pissed scared I'd get a boner or fucking fart or something.
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
Shut the fuck up, man. You're making me nervous.
All right, fellas, and away we go.
Well, welcome back to the junk room, everybody. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Spread. Somebody wants to cut the grass out there in the morning. Can you believe it? Who wants to cut the grass in the morning? I don't understand. Welcome back to the junk room. I'm going to try to get through this without sneezing all over the microphone or coughing. Let's see if we can do it. Well, we got about 23 people in there. To put a little pop. I'm going to scoot over a little bit. To put a little pop culture in your morning right there. We're going to talk 1995. I got a little video I'm going to play. Talk about some toys for 1995. What a year for toys. I mean, we saw the release of Star Wars coming back to the toy house for the first time in about 10 years. But who's in the room? Again, Super Chat, support the channel, and to make sure I see them and get you a video clip of the day. I don't know why I said other day. Not other day. Just get you a video clip. I'm not muted. Can you believe I started and I wasn't? I'm muted. Junkman in the AM says, Daniel, we got Daniel, we got Rick, we got Darth, we got T for 2, one of the best Terminator channels out there on YouTube. Check that out. We got the Monkey Boy is back in here. We got Adam, we got Papa Fett, we got Adam. I said Adam already. We got Brian, we got Rich, we got Dominic is in the house. Can you believe Dominic is in the house? And we got Indiana Smith. And of course, if I don't choke, we got Chris Cadwell, as always, hanging out. So what do we got here today? Let's just talk about it. Well, I kind of stayed away from news this time because I find a lot of the news so damn boring. Do y'all hear that lawnmower out there? Do y'all hear that guy there cutting the grass while the junk man's trying to do his show? I don't understand. Why would anybody want to do yard work at 11 o'clock in the morning, especially when the junk man is live on television? He could come in here and sit and we could do an interview with him. You know, I could ask him his favorite action figures that come with a lawnmower or something. It'd be a lot of fun. But let's just talk toy. I was going to save all the news for Tuesday night's toy talk. But I thought I'll pull these up and kind of talk about them really quick here. Look at these guys. The Nazi mutants from the American Werewolf in London. NECA's going to release these. So if you're a fan of the NECA line of figures, I don't like NECA. I don't care if you don't like them or not. This is for people that do. If you like NECA, great. They do some good stuff. And, I mean, I'm not going to say they're ones that you want to lay down on the floor and play with, but they always look good sitting up on display, and for the price anyway. But American Werewolf in London. I don't even remember this scene, but I hadn't seen that movie since the 80s. To be honest with you. And we got one more we're going to look at real quick here. If you're a fan of Star Wars Lego, the game, who isn't? You know, this year we got a new Star Wars Lego game coming out. I don't really play games, new games, but I would really like to play this new Lego game. And some retailers will get a free Lego figure with their game. I'm not sure yet who's going to have it. I'm going to say Walmart, but I don't know. Maybe even Best Buy or something. But we got Luke with blue milk. That's right, an exclusive Luke Lego that will come with the Lego game. Again, it's probably a deluxe edition. Probably some retailers going to have it, not all retailers. They're probably going to charge about $30 more so you can get the free Luke. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's got the milk and everything. Oh my God, it does say pretty cool. It's got the milk and everything. It's even got a milk mustache right there. And
1995 was a big year for the toy companies.
Y'all saw the video early. Oh my God, y'all got teased early there. But that's a look at Lego. Let me mute it, guys. Y'all don't want to hear me coughing and shit on there. But that's a look. Anyway, 1995. What a year, right?
Hey, Jumpman channel popping though.
It is a year. What a year. Shut up out there, man. One time we did a live stream and Sky was out there trying to start his car for the whole hour of the show. And then after I did that show, some of you may remember that show, I looked out there and there was a tow truck towing his car away. But anyway, shut up. I'm trying to do my show here, guys. But 1995, what a year. I was getting into Star Wars, I was getting into toys, 93 was really the kickoff of the collector's market. 93, 94 is really when the collectors started getting into it, and toy companies were starting to take notice. At least by 95, they were really starting to take notice. We had McFarlane on the scene, doing Todd Toys and then McFarlane Toys, which was really aimed toy collectors, something you didn't really get in the 80s. Didn't really have toy lines aimed toward collectors. Not adult collectors anyway, not collectors over 13, and based on comic books, some comic books obscure that really only comic book fans knew. Youngblood, a line of action figures based on Youngblood, the comic book from Image. How many people out there that wasn't inside that comic book realm knew about Youngblood? Not many of them, I don't think at all right there. But 1995, what a year. And of course we saw the return of Star Wars. After 10 years away from the toy aisles, Star Wars is back. And it was bulkier than ever. Monkey face Leia. Come on, 1995 monkey face Leia. Hard figure to find at the time. That and 3PO was hard to find at the time. 3PO was a little late hitting the stores. Monkey face Leia was a little late also. So those, but it was a really exciting time because we have all, around 93, 94 as collectors, we need Star Wars again. And there was rumors, Hasbro's got the rights, Hasbro's going to bring it back. Hasbro now under, Kenner now under Hasbro's going to bring them back to the store. And then I remember hearing about it in Toy Fair and stuff. That Toy Fair early 95, maybe late 94, hearing it in Action Figure News. Never hardly saw no pictures of it till right about the time of release. Different time period now, you would have it leaked online. We got Drunk 3PO hanging out the talk 1995. Drunk 3PO was probably like 10 years old in 1995. He's going to be like, can you talk about the gargoyles? That's probably all he knows about 1995, damn little kids. We got Adam. We got Brooklyn Steve. What did Drunk say? Image was huge. Yes, it was. Image was huge in the 90s. It was, especially this time mark. If you were into comics and stuff, it wasn't mainstream. And that's what a lot of us in the 90s liked about Image Comics. Dark Horse also was pretty big. You finally had some competition against those big boys, DC and Marvel. Of course, you had some competition before that, but you never really had no real direct competition that really probably took a hurt out of them like Image and Dark Horse did in the 90s. I'm surprised Marvel or DC didn't run in there with a bunch of cash and try to buy them out. Image. And of course, you had Spawn and Youngblood and a couple other figures. Youngblood, McFarlane didn't do Youngblood figures until 1996, but another company did do Youngblood figures, or smaller line of figures, and we will look at that in a few minutes when we roll the video. Still have my 1995 figures. Love my full Tarkin. Remember that? Try to get a full card. That one's got a full card on it. That one does. I think that's 1996, but I could be wrong because that's a green carded figure. I think that was 1996 green card set. I could be wrong off the top of my head. I had Youngblood figures and played with them with my Spawn figures. Drunk 3PO, I'm sure he did. He probably was drunk while he did it. Spawn had a great line of figures, really detailed. Again, probably one of the first toy company that has really set its sights on marketing to the collector out there, making stuff that a collector would want more than a kid. Most kids didn't want that big old fat clown from Spawn, or that big skeleton looking monster, I forget his name, Morpheus or something. But collectors were one of those Spawn figures. Top Cow and Chaos was great comic brands too. I know I'll take your word for that. I don't recall Top Cow off the top of my head, but it sounds like a very good comic book series. Very comic book label, I should say. I was into Spawn, but everybody was into Spawn. Even if you wasn't in the comic book world, if you were into that collecting toy world, even if you didn't really know Spawn, maybe you knew Spawn, the Clown, a couple of other ones, you were buying Spawn figures. I don't care who you were. If you were in 1995 into collecting toys, you at least had a Spawn figure. Even if you didn't read the comics, I think most of us had a Spawn. And I remember that. Should have pulled up his name. He was like a skeleton-looking creature. It's very hard to find. Very hard to find in 1995. So I know I picked it up whenever I saw it, so I could trade it off for something else that I needed. Probably something for the Star Wars collection in 1995. And then you had the Clown that came with a. There was variations you had to look for. And then one was packaged with this face, and one was packaged with that face. So McFarlane knew what he was doing. You know, he set up the variations. Of course, there was variations long before that. Snaggletooth, red and blue. You got KB exclusive Wolverine around 93. That was just the same Weapon X figure, but just a different color at KB. So, Spawn is coming back in a movie this year. Good. I hope it's better than that. Never really cared for that live screen. Saw it back in the 90s when it came out. Didn't hate it, but it just didn't stick with me. I saw it and I was like, that's okay, but it wasn't what I was hoping for a Spawn movie, you know. That was a lot to live up to for that Spawn movie in the 90s there. I thought Tarkin would be valuable because it was never before released sticker on it. Yeah, it did have a sticker on it that said never before in any collection. It was the first time we got a Tarkin action figure after years of screaming for it. But those 90 figures just didn't hold up, did they? You can go on eBay and get most of them for about $2 now. Some exceptions to the rule, I'm sure, but most of them, you know, you might get a Boba Fett with a round circle or a half circle or crescent circle or whatever. It might be a little bit more than $2. But overall, those Star Wars figures, well, a lot of the 90 toys didn't hold the value. Star Trek Playmates, you could get a Deanna Troi for $7 and resell it at the time for $25, $30. Now, you can probably pick it up on eBay for about $2.99. In fact, you probably have to go on eBay and pay the seller to give it to you. I mean, the seller probably pay you to buy it is what I should say. Let's see. See if I've seen anything else. Again, I'm going to just jump over this chat. If I miss any, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to get some Drunk 3PO. I'm sorry to send him a super chat. I had it all typed out and everything, and then he cut his stream off. You lost $2. So, jump, man. Drunk 3PO lost $2. Spawn. Okay, I read that one right there. Okay, rest of these. What are we up to? 50 people. We are crushing the internet, as the kids say. A little warning to you all. Put it out on Twitter. Do not search Morps on YouTube. I think it's Morgs. Don't. There's a YouTuber named Morgs. Me and my son watched a lot of videos of people picking on him. There's some bad YouTubers out there, ain't they? It's not movie related, not Phantom Menace related, but there's some really. I was like, and they got like 11 million views, and you're like, how do these people get so many views? And they're just horrible. I'm gonna cough, so I'm gonna mute it. Junk 3PO says he wants his $2. Maybe next time I'll catch you on a live stream. He didn't have his hat. Junk 3PO didn't have his famous white hat. Just didn't seem right. It was like watching Magnum without his mustache or Indiana Jones without his fedora. It just didn't seem right. If you know Junk 3PO, he's got to have that white hat. Okay, we got Mark in here. I read that one already. Mark, the Violator figure was an odd one. The Bendy. Was it Bendy? That's the one I'm thinking of. It was like a big skeleton looking guy, right? The Violator. Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of. He was kind of like a big skeleton looking thing. Yeah, and I remember I had God, I wish I remember. I don't remember the name of the Spawns because I had some of the Spawn comics. Didn't really get into it that much, but I knew the basics. You know, Clown, Spawn, Angel. Was that one? Remember that hot? I should do a video of the top 10 hottest female action figure. Angel might be in the top 2. Surprised people didn't get pissed off with that. She was like in a bikini or something. It was a hot looking figure. It was a hot piece of plastic, wasn't it? Oh, Drunk 3PO sent a message, deleted it, didn't want us to see it. We missed that one. Dominic says YouTube is like public access television. Yeah, better than public access television, I would say, though. And we got Don't Give Him $2, just give him a Deanna Troi. Angel, that's right, Angela. Okay, you're right, Drunk 3PO, like I said. Doomcock's wife, Rant, Junkman Funny, and said the same thing. Okay, Junkman, let's see what we got over here, guys. Let me rest I'm going to rest my voice a little bit more than usual, so you're going to get stuff like this.
You really are wonderful. Listen, I am not nice, I am not kind, and I am not wonderful.
And being that Drunk 3PO's in here, let's send this one out to Drunk 3PO.
If you go to one of the junk... he trolls all my friends on his live stream.
I remember that guy.
He dresses up like Gooncock and makes fun of...
There they are again. They can't believe somebody wants to talk about the junk man while two hotties are on cam. They're like, hey, we're two hotties in a room full of nerds, and they want to talk junk man. But that's it. Everybody wants to talk about the junk man. And there was Junk 3PO. If you don't know, check out his channel. There he was in his white hat. The hot girls. Drunk 3PO. Loud guy. I'm glad he got a kick out of that. They didn't want to be like, hey, don't be picking on my girlfriend. So let's see here. We got some more chests. But let's go ahead and take a look at the toys. What are we? 16. I was going to wait 30 minutes after, but we're going to go ahead so I can rest my voice and try to get me. Let's go ahead. I've got everything out of order today because I'm a lazy son bitch. Let's go look at the toys of 1995. 1995 was a big year for the toy companies, from toys based on movies, television show, comic books, and more. One of the biggest planned summer movies was Congo. Although the movie failed to have the impact of its Jurassic Park that it was hoping for, Congo figures didn't sell really that well. By far one of the biggest toy lines and movies of 1995 had to be Toy Story, about toys of Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and others that come alive. One of the biggest hits led to a huge franchise with sequel after sequel. The toys sold really well in 1985 and continued to be strong sellers throughout the 90s. 1985 also saw the small screen adventures of the Power Rangers move over to the movies, along with a whole new action figures of Power Ranger action figures. And the biggest movie line came from a movie released in 1977, 1995. Star Wars was back. After about 10 years away from toy aisles, Star Wars was back. This got toy collectors and kids excited all over again. Although they seemed a little bulky, kids and collectors ate them up like candy. Not all movie figures did well. Dragonheart, also released in the summer of 1995, saw little sales. The figures were pretty basic and boring, but here the line really does well with the Dragon figures. Although not as loved by fans as the previous Batman movies, Batman Forever was a huge hit in 1995, and so was its toy line. Batman was king of the toys, not only having movie figures, they had television show figures, comic book figures, and more. 1995 also saw a huge increase in the collector toy market. Action figures were no longer for kids. One of the biggest had to be McFarlane's Spawn action figure line. These were aimed at collectors, no doubt at all, and sold really well, even to some collectors that really didn't even know what Spawn was. They just looked really great on a toy shelf. The line based on comic books was Young Blood. Although action figures from McFarlane would be released the following year, the first year figure saw smaller Young Blood action figures with a comic. Kenner, by this time under Hasbro, shook things up with its Batman the Animated Series line, rebranding it as The Adventures of Batman and Robin, and still was a huge seller throughout 1995. X-Men was a huge toy line in the 90s, and in 1995 they took us to the future with the toy line X-Men 2099, giving us a slew of impressive figures released by Toy Biz. They also gave us a new series of X-Men X-Force line, bringing some of the characters collectors and fans begged for in 1994. With the 1995 we saw the release of some of the ones. 1995 we saw the release of some of those popular figures in the line. Another big series of Marvel action figures was Iron Man, years before his movie debut. Iron Man sold well and gave us some of the figures that collectors have been wanting for years. And you can't release action figures based on a comic book hero. We're out making Spiderman action figures. And again, we were treated with some characters that we had dreamed about for years, and a whole lot of different Spider-Man action figures. For figures based on television shows, we saw figures based on the animated hit of 1995, Gargoyles, a very impressive action figure line. And not only did Hasbro bulk up the Star Wars action figure line, they also bulked up G.I. Joe with G.I. Joe Extreme. 1995 was also a big year for toys that wasn't action figures. We saw the release of Jibber Jabbers, little dolls that you shake the neck to make annoying sounds. We saw the Dr. Dreadful Drink and Food Lab, And Street Sharks became an action figure type puppet that could scare your parents. And also in 1995, after almost 10 years in the market, the original Nintendo was discontinued. But don't worry, Nintendo has something up their sleeve with the release of the Virtual Boy, a failed virtual reality game system that would go on to be one of Nintendo's biggest failures. And that's a look at some of the toys from 1995. What a year, 1995. What a year, right? That was some good stuff. Gargoyles is coming back. NECA's bringing, I think it's NECA. I think NECA's bringing back Gargoyles. I just saw something about that earlier. Drunk 3PO said the Max figure. Oh, man, I forgot all about the Max. I didn't even know what the Max was. I think it was on HBO. I didn't know what it was, but I bought it. I loved it like a mohawk. He came with this little white guy that was like just a face and arms and legs. I love that thing. Thank you, 3PO. I forgot all about that. I bought it. I love that figure. Like I said, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't watch the show or the comic, whatever it's based on, but I love that one. So thank you right there. The Worst made me feel old. Had just got ready to feel old. The Worst said that he bought Star Wars toys in 1995 at Kmart when he was 8 years old. Oh my God, are they that old? 1995? I thought 1995 was like 5 years ago. It's crazy. The 90s is 30 years ago now. That is crazy. I still got the Virtual Boy just to play the Wario game. The Wario game. Okay, I will mute it when I cough, guys. The Wario. I played tennis. Now, I remember when Virtual Boy came out, I was excited, man. I was a Nintendo whore. You know, I had Nintendo. I loved it. Got Super Nintendo. I've had every Nintendo system except for the Switch. I've had them all. I even got Nintendo Wii U. Yeah, I even have that. Didn't have all the handhelds. Had Game Boy, the original. But Virtual Boy, luckily I didn't buy it. Blockbuster rented it out and went down to Blockbuster, came in a big case, brought it home, set it up, put a little stand on it, and after my eyes started bleeding and everything, I was like, I'm glad I didn't buy this shit, because it was horrible. It was red, it would hurt your eyes looking through it. It was cool looking. And I think that's whoever bought it just bought it because it was cool looking. I'm glad I didn't waste my money in 1995. Now we looked at Batman Forever. I know it gets a lot of bad rap. Batman Forever, yuck, stupid movie. Jim Carrey's annoying. But the figures did what? That meant they had Target exclusives too. And I didn't have a Target near me at the time. And I even bought, when I did, I think Target's about an hour away. I did see a Target. I had to buy, I didn't even like the movie, but I was like an exclusive. I had to buy an exclusive. That way I could retire 30 years from 1995, and here I am with my stupid The Riddler Target action figure, and I can't get rid of it. Barry Hader says GameCube still rules. GameCube, me and my kids still play GameCube, but at least the last couple of years. They got a baseball game on there we really love, and really good game. Mario Kart, man. Adam says 1995 was the last year I got a whole figure line for Christmas. All the Waterworld figures. What a way to end your toy collecting. I mean, what a way to end your childhood with action figures from Waterworld. That needs to be in my video series movies, failed movie toy lines. Drunk 3B says, of course, 95 brought us Mortal Kombat the movie. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I should have looked at some of the movies. Mortal Kombat. Never saw it, never got into Mortal Kombat. Never really played the game, never saw the movie. But I remember it. The Worst says the best Nintendo systems are Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube. Dude, you forgot off NES. Come on, you have to put NES in at least the top three. It's the original. It's the mother of them all. And it has Super Mario Brothers, probably the best video game ever. The one you can still pick up today and still play. Oh, man. You know, I got that mini Nintendo hacked into it, put like 600 games on it, like every Nintendo game on it, and 99.9 of them suck. I can't play more than 2 minutes. Oh, we got Ashley in the house. Ashley is in the house. Ashley is in the house. Yeah, Nintendo has to be number one. I mean, just cause the history of it, right? Nintendo has to be number one. Let's see what else we can do here.
Yeah. Sorry, Ryan Johnson haters. It's still on, says Star Wars Junk Man. Star Wars Junk Man. Star Wars punk ass.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. So let's check out some of the chat here. Hey, Junkie. Ashley is in the house. I see Chris is hitting on women already this morning. And Apparently, those two people that didn't want to hear talk about the Junkman on Drunk's stream was two sisters. Must be like the sisters of the Cantina in the Star Wars. I don't know their name. Ron said he's finally made it. And everybody's in the house. But 1995 wasn't just action figures. Like I said, there was a lot of other toys. And Nintendo ended 1995. But I would have thought Nintendo was over way before 1995. Just because Super Nintendo was already out. I was surprised. If they still making games in 94, 95 for the original Nintendo, I'd be shocked. Because it seemed like once Super came out, all the focus went over there. So I figured when Super came out, they discontinued Nintendo. I didn't realize it stayed until 1995. Curtis says GameCube still rocks, and it does. Like I said, I still can play that one. We got a super chat. Thanks for doing live stream, even though you're sick, Junkman. Well, I got to try to grow these live streams. So I can't miss them. Once a week. Unless I'm just really, really dead. Let's give him Brooklyn. This one's. No, everybody hates Primetime Charlie. This one's for you.
Chicken check, you sent a super chat. Thank you, dog. It means a lot that you're supporting the channel like that. This is your man, Gangsta Chewbacca. Check you later, homie. Thanks again.
There you go. Gangsta Chewbacca. Got to cut him off a little early there. But there's Gangsta Chewbacca giving a shout out to Brooklyn Steve D for sending in a super chat. Supporting the channel like that really means a lot. It does. Rebought Nintendo 64 last year. Shadows of the Empire. Played it a few times. That's a good game, Shadows of the Empire. At least it was back then. A lot of times good games back then aren't good games today. But we'll see. 1995, the movie Friday. Wait, why do we get an action figure line based on Friday? That sounds like some racist shit right there. We should have action figures based on Friday. Chris says he still plays NES. Like I said, I got that little mini, hacked into it, put every game on it. I can play Super Mario. That's about it. I can play maybe Dr. Mario for a few hours. I never got into Zelda. Now, here's the thing. I got into Link. I love Link, Zelda 2. But I never got into the original. And I know everybody else did. And everybody's like, you're crazy. That was better. And I was like, nah, I like Link. Zelda just confused me because it was an overhead view. But you could see his face, kind of. It was just odd looking. I was like, I can't figure this out. Oh, yeah, Nintendo Ninja. I used to think that was called Ninja Garden for a long time. I see it at a store, and I'm like, oh, Ninja Garden. I should do a early show about Nintendo. We could talk about a lot of Nintendo games. Mario 2 was the best. I did like Mario 2. Mario 2 got a lot of, I know we're off topic of 1995. Super Mario 2 got a lot of bad rep because it wasn't a official Mario game. I mean, it was based on another game, but I really, really did enjoy it. And I did like Lost Levels when they released the original Super Mario 2 over in the U.S. in the All-Star set called Lost Levels. I did. It was hard as fuck, but I did like it. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to cuss there. Hey, Junkman, just got on. I had some actual work to do today. Work? Sorry to hear that. We got Raw. Okay. But, 1995. I'm going to pull up something up here. Let's just pull up some other toys here. I can see we can talk about that I didn't have in the video here. Of course, Toy Story was a big, huge thing. We had a Barbie doll that was a teacher Barbie doll, but who cares about that, right? Who cares about that? Some reason they released Buzz Lightyear as an American flag. They were just releasing everything they could. Maybe y'all know, was the Wildcats action figure line 1995? I'm not sure. It came up. I just searched 1995 toys just to see if there's any I want to talk about that I forgot about. Wildcats I forgot about, but I don't remember there was 95. Now, sometimes when you type 95, stuff that's not really 95 comes up because the RoboCop figures, and I know they weren't. And I know they were not 1995. What the hell is this? Huh. I'm going to put this over in the file because that's like something I might want to do a video on. So there, I found a video. And, we got Roll Solo sending in a super chat, supporting the channel, making it all worth it right there. Love you, Junkman. Thanks for being here. Let's give him, I know he's seen all the special ones. So what do we want to give him here? We're going to give him this one.
I don't even like Drake.
You don't like the Drake.
I hate the Drake.
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
There you go, Raw. Just for you, a video clip. How about that? You get a special clip, and you might have some more special ones coming that's tailor-made just for chats. Shout out to Ashley and Chris, Junkman, any new Star Wars figure videos coming? New Star Wars figure. But I don't do much new, if you mean new, like new stuff. Unless it's retro related. I usually don't touch on the new stuff too much. So nothing, or if you just mean a video about Star Wars, I'm sure there'll be one this week. I mean, I talk about Star Wars all the damn time, but nothing I can think of. I think today's 5 o'clock video will be how the EU ruined Star Wars. And I know Drunk 3PO will get on here. He'll tell you it was Kathleen Kennedy that ruined Star Wars. I'm going to tell you how the EU ruined Star Wars. I think I'll do that video today. I was going to do it Sunday, and then I was like, I don't know. I went and did that little video because I was feeling pretty bad Sunday. But I wanted to get at least one video out over the weekend. Drunk 3PO's How About WWF Wash Wrestling Mania, the arcade game. I never watched, as I say in the South, wrestling. I never really got into it. I watched some of the cartoon that was in the 80s. A lot of my friends were really into it. I never could get into it. But I did like some of the games. I mean, we had one for Super Nintendo or maybe GameCube that I really loved to play. Okay. I'm going to give y'all a video while I get something to drink.
Okay, Junk Band, I know you're still watching. Here from me to you. Fuck off, okay? You're not welcome here.
I'm Audra Lee. See you next time on Kids Beat.
Damn Audrey Lee, man. See you next time on Kids Beat. I don't know who remembers that. Okay. Oh, I loved and still play Jaws on the indie. I hated that Jaws game. You like that? I hated that game. Maybe because I wasn't any good at it. But as long as we're talking 95, let's go back here and look at some of the toys here. According to my information here, Ghost Rider figures were released in 1995. I do remember those Ghost Rider figures. Forgot all about them. Should have added that as the video. Now look at this. Let me pull this up because this looks like some stupid crap right here. Let's pull this up here. I know. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys, while I pull this up. Because this looks like some stupid. This looks stupid. So let me pull this up here. Image. New image. Add files. I don't know. Maybe some of you bought that. Anybody ever had this in 1995? McDonald's Happy Meal Speedsters. Is it just me, or do you find Ronald McDonald fucking annoying? Man, I hate looking at Ronald McDonald. It makes my blood boil. Hate Ronald McDonald. God, I hate Ronald McDonald. Oh, Hulk Hogan got that cheesy TV show in 1995. I don't remember the TV show, but I bet that was bad. In fact, we'll do this here. Because I'm a little ahead of schedule here. So I gotta stretch this out here. Let's go here. So let's just do this. I know you can't see them really good, but we'll do. There's, like I said, there's the Ghost Rider figures from 1995. There's a stupid. Oh, hate Ronald McDonald. So let's see what else we got. Of course, you got the Batman Forever right here. A lot of Batman for. Hey, look at there. Ha! You type in Google 1995 toys and you get a link to this video we're watching now. How about that? Got Toy Story, of course. Pogs. Man, Pogs. Who the hell? They were huge. Was that 1995 Pogs? I remember a little comic book store had and everybody was into Pogs. At least you're probably 8, 10-year-old kids. They were really, really into Pogs. And I think I talked about this in my video. X-Men X-Force. You get Deadpool. One of the first times I remember a Deadpool figure. And probably, like I said earlier, one of the hottest figures. Female figures, anyway. This one right here. Oh, we got another super chat. Super chat. I said super chat. No, super chat. Would be great to make that lady part of the intro for all your videos. It might be, Ashley. Might be. I'm going to send you a... Ashley's seen all the special super ones, so she's always here supporting the channel. So we're going to give you... what can we give Ashley? What can we give? Here you go. Well, I give that one Ashley all the time. This one just because I want to hear it.
Funny, but here's that rainy day. Here's that rainy day.
Oh, sorry. Got the mic on. There you go. 3PO says the EU was pretty cool. Come back, watch my video today, and find out how the EU ruined Star Wars. At least for me, maybe not for you. Let's see what else we got over here. We got some Polly Pockets. Let's look at this. The most expensive toys of the 90s. Let's just go over here and look. Let's see what the most expensive toys of the 90s. I bet there's no Thomas Riker on here. Let's see. Go on down. This better not be a slideshow. I hate a slideshow. Sky Dancers. I bet Ashley played with Sky Dancers as a kid. I mean, who didn't? Who didn't like Sky Dancers? We've got some Yoko Giga Aka cards. I don't even know what that is. I know I pronounced it wrong, and I don't even want to talk about it. So, oh my God, who likes Furby? I would, if I saw this walking down the street, well, if I saw it walking down the street, I'd probably run inside and lock the door. But if I saw a toy of it sitting outside, I would kick it. If that is not a toy, sorry, a book is not a toy. I don't know what this is here, but it looks damn cool. Oh, Beanie Babies. Wait, number 6. You mean there's a Beanie Baby that's worth money? Beanie bitch. More Beanie Babies. More Beanie Babies. Oh my God. More Beanie Babies. This should be just a list of Beanie Babies. Why am I cosmetologist? No. More Beanie Babies. Good Lord. Whoa, the Jurassic Park game. The movie thrilled you. The game will chill you. Extra large game board. 16 official Jurassic Park dinosaur figures. Milton and Bradley. I don't remember this game. Is it worth? Jurassic was huge when it came out in 93, and the toy made to promote the franchise are worth a fortune. Board game alone is $200. That game is $200? I am shocked. Who gives a shit about Barbie? God, damn, who wrote this? A girl? Polly Pocket. A girl had to write this. What is this? Pencil case playset. That look like some shit Chris would have right there. A pencil case. I ain't gonna lie. If I took that to school, that'd be kind of fun to play with. I ain't gonna lie to you. If they deal with Star Wars like this, I would have took that. I would have bought that in a second, especially if I was in school. Spice Girls camera. Oh, fuck. Makes you hate the 90s, don't it? Oh, Pokemon stuff. Pokemon. Oh my God, Pokemon. Baby all gone. That's a white trash looking baby right there. Masters of the Universe dolls. Fucking dolls. And this is a picture of one that wasn't even released in the 90s. Remember Masters of the Universe dolls? No, I don't remember Masters of the Universe dolls. I remember Masters of the Universe action figures. But I don't remember Masters of the Universe dolls. Or Masters of the Universe action. There you go. I remember that. As insecure bros might call them. Who the fuck wrote this? Insecure boys call them? Well, they're worth a couple of $100. They wasn't released in the 90s. This whole article is about the 90s, and you got a picture of one from the 2000s. So don't let your mom throw away. What? Who wrote this crap? Asteroids? Now, that wasn't in the 90s. Well, let me go back up. This said the 90s, right? From the 90s. Who the hell thinks Asteroids for Atari 2600 was released in the fucking 90s? Gremlins? Gremlins 2? The 90s? Oh my God. Light Bright? Light Bright's like every year since the 70s. Maybe even the 60s. It from the Pit. Don't know what that is. That might be 90. Zelda mini Nintendo game. That's worth $600? Shit, that's surprising. Nintendo Smurfs. I didn't know these little Nintendo games. What is this? Molly American. Nobody wants that crap. Garbage Pail Kids. Okay. Now what? Now it's 80s too, right? They were more 80s than... Who said asteroids were... Why would you put asteroids on a game? Vintage Atari cartridges vary in prices, but you have a bunch of lying around your basement. You might want to round them up and pop them on the eBay. Games can sell for No. 99% of any games... 99% of any games from Atari is going to sell for about 99 cents if it sells at all. What is with these people? Good Lord, who wrote this? It had to be a female. Oh my God, they're going to call me sexist. They're going to write a hit piece on me. They're going to say I'm part of the Phantom Menace, and they're going to write a hit piece on me. Oh my God, Reed Wright and Ripley, go after me. I wish somebody would go after me. Write a hit piece on me. That'd be fun. Oh, I need a YouTube beef. Drunk 3PO, want to have a beef? I need to have a beef with a YouTuber. That'd be fun. We make videos about how we hate each other. I mean, there's a couple of them I don't like, but who wrote this? Fucking two women wrote this. I hope y'all know I'm joking. I don't care they're women, but come on. Asteroids, a 90s video game. Oh my God, I'm dying over here. Ugh, shit. I'm not in the mood to be reading about asteroids. It's a 90s game.
This is like my show where I like talk to people who are pretty cool and will like talk about things I think are pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, we got a super chat from Kilton Piana. I hope I said that right. I don't know. Y'all are killing me with the names. O.J. Simpson toys were killer that year. Oh, I see what you did there. You are funny. I'm going to give you, oh my God, I'm sorry. I have to do it. You get Primetime Charlie. Sorry. I saw that Junk 3PO. You can delete it all you want, but I saw it. You said Junkman's wife. Junkman ain't got no wife no more. Junkman got toys. Okay. Sporty Spice is where it's at. I don't think that's the one I liked. Let me see. Spice Girls. Who the fuck said a damn no. Asteroids. They said He-Man dolls was from the 90s and then got upset. Boys gonna get mad if you call it a doll. It's not a doll. It's an action figure. Dolls are not action figures. Spice Girls. I think I like the one that was married to the soccer player. I don't know if she was sporty or not. But I didn't like any Spice Girls, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was the other one. I don't know her name. I don't know what her theme was. Wasn't the OJ trial over in 1993? I don't know. It might have been. But the guy's just telling a joke. Too much wine in the morning? Too much wine. I don't whine in the morning. I just get upset when people say toys that I grew up on in the 70s were toys released in the 90s. I mean, I can understand if it was 88, 89, and you got a few, and you said it was a 90s toy. I can understand that. But asteroids? Asteroids? Shit, I don't think nobody played asteroids since 1979. Shit, Posh Spice. That's the Spice Girl for me. Posh Spice. Oh, remember when everybody had to make it? I like Old Spice. Oh, God, how many people told that hack joke all through the 90s? It's like, okay, we get it. Shit. Raw Solo says he got excited that he saw Primetime Charlie. You're one of the few. People don't like Primetime Charlie. They're like, don't bring that back. Don't bring that Primetime Charlie back here. YouTubers post the wrong info. No, I do it all the time. I say wrong stuff. I say that was released in 1993, and then somebody will correct me. That was released in 1994. But I don't pull up a video game from the 1970s and say it was released in the 90s. I mean, come on. No, I meant... you know Junk, man. You know Junk 3PO had too much wine. Yeah, I saw you type Junkman instead of Doomcock's wife. That lady looks too crazy for me to have a beef with. Because I just didn't even say nothing bad to that lady. She just looks too out there for me. Too crazy for me to be messing with.
Oh no, somebody's busted my antenna.
That was my face when Saw crazy, gloomy cunt. Okay, I had Nintendo, so I was probably Asteroids in the 90s. Well, you might have been playing it, but you wasn't playing a 2600 cartridge that it showed on the website. And I'm sure you played an updated one. I had a girlfriend that looked like Ginger at that time. Ginger? You had a girlfriend that looked like Ginger from Gilligan's Island? Oh, Ginger's a Spice Girl. I got you. Was she right here? Was that your girlfriend? Did you put some ginger on your hands? She had red hair. Oh, I guess that's okay for a girl. But you know what they say about boys with red hair. Unless you're Rusty Miller. Rather be red than dead. I'd rather be dead than red on the head. I don't know if that's true. That's what my dad used to always told me. Love me some Primetime Charlie. Daniel says he loves Primetime Charlie. That's good. I'm glad someone does. But here's Larry sending you a super chat.
Well, look at you. Sending a super chat. Just like a first-class Wampa would. I want to thank you a lot for the support. It means a lot, and I just know it goes into making this channel better, and it goes in for helping support the team behind the camera. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, this is going to help the Junkman out, but really, it helps out a lot more. It helps out everyone, not just Junkman. I mean, there's a lot of people that go behind the scenes. I mean, of course, you have me, your host, Larry J. Wampa, and you have Alien Todd, you have Primetime Charlie, you have...
Yo, dog, wrap this thing up. Hurry up, man. Don't take all day.
Okay, I'm going. Thank you again for the super chat.
He-Man, doll. This is why I stay off the web. He-Man doll. Somebody said He-Man with a doll. And then got all upset saying, oh, good boys don't get mad. He-Man doll. Asteroids. Gremlins 2. 90s. Jesus. Back in the 90s, I used to have a crush. Nev Campbell. Whew. Was it Wild Things? Remember that? Remember that Nev Campbell and shit, who was it? Nev Campbell and damn, I forgot her name. You guys, you know who I'm talking about. Saw that at the movie theater. That's how cool I was in the 90s. Larry the Wampa. Not the drugs. Thanks for saving lives. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up just cause you said that. Let me pull that up for you guys. I'm sure y'all seen it. Let me pull that. Let's see if I got that on here. I will have to add that one. Let me see here. Oh, I don't have it on here. Oh, there we go. There you go.
Whew, gotta get this editing done. I tell you, the Junkman messes up a lot. I gotta get this action figure show edited and up online.
How's it going, Larry?
Oh, hey, Alien Todd.
You on a deadline?
Yeah, I'm on a deadline, you could say. I gotta get all this edited up within 3 hours.
Well, I got something to make you get that 3-hour work done in about 30 minutes.
Is that drugs?
Drugs? Nah, man, this ain't drugs. This is angel dust.
No, I'm not doing any drugs. Nancy Reagan told me, just say no.
Oh, man, fuck Nancy Reagan. Like she ain't never got a bump of the dust.
No, thank you. I don't need anything like that.
Are you sure? It'll make your booty hole hot.
Look, no means no. I don't want that.
Whatever, that just means more for me. Check it later. I want to go get such a Chewbacca or buy something from me.
Fucking Samantha's in the house bringing up Veruca Salt and Julian Hatfield. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a huge Veruca Salt fan. I love the band Veruca Salt. Samantha is on point right there. I've got like 3 of their albums. Used to tear the first 2 albums. I used to listen. And this is a guy that grew up on country music in the 80s. In the 90s, I really got into that alternative rock sound. I love Veruca Salt. I'm not going to lie. I'm proud of it. Saw them in concert. And Julian Hatfield, I had her CD also. Denise Richards, What's the Hot Girl in Wild Things? You were right about that. But Samantha, thanks for bringing up Veruca Salt and getting a chance to talk about Veruca Salt. And I'm talking about the spoiled brat from Willy Wonka. And someone said Lacey Chadbert. I didn't know how to say her name. I know she was in Lost in Space and Party of Five. But there was no one as cool in the 90s as Natalie Portman. Now, I'm not saying in a sexual way because I know she was like 13 in the 90s. But, man, Beautiful Girls, one of my all-time favorite movies. Leon the Professionals, one of my all-time favorite movies. She was in Heat. Mars Attacks. I love Mars Attacks. I even ran a Natalie Portman fan website back around 95. In the 90 to about 90, 95 to about 99. I was obsessed with Natalie Portman. Not in a sexual way. Get over it. She was just cool as shit. Everybody knows that. We're also still listening to Veruca Salt. Yeah, I know they came out with a new album about 5 years ago or something. I never did get it. I never checked it out. Should have. But then they broke up. The main girl left. Got her single CD. Junkman favorite 90s band. That's hard. I mean, if I say Nirvana, that's just being hacked. Not a band, but I was no more obsessed with Alanis Morissette in the 90s, man. Especially in the mid-90s. That was it. Veruca Salt, Alanis Morissette. I was really into girl bands. I don't know why. I was really into girl music. Jagged Little Pills. Is that 95? Can I talk about that? I would wear that CD. I wore that CD out over and over. I had a big stand-up of her. I have an autographed album cover downstairs, hanging on the wall still. Man. And it's weird, because like I said, I grew up on Buck Owens, and then I grew up on Randy Travis, Dwight Yoakam, and then I heard Nirvana, and it changed my life. Foo Fighters, man. They were some good, girls were rocking in the 90s, man. They had Garbage. I loved Garbage. Now y'all talking music, but I loved Garbage. I have tickets last year to go see Alanis Morissette and Garbage, and they canceled it because of Cornelius virus. They still didn't give my money back. They postponed it, but kept my money. So hopefully that will still happen. Cranberries, that's another good one here. Oh, man. Garbage. Yeah, I love Garbage. The first album. The second album I listened to, but that first album was rocking. And laugh at me if you want. I like Jewel. That first album with Jewel was a really good album. Junkman, do you listen to L7? I don't know who L7 is. Hole. I like that. I like a couple of their albums. Hole has some good stuff. I never saw Garbage. I saw Veruca Salt, Alanis Morissette about 20 times. Oh, man. Oh, Garbage, new album coming. That's good. Check that out here. I don't know how we went from toys in 95 to talking rock music of the 90s, but hey, that's how it is in pop culture in the morning. You never know what you're going to get into. Alice in Chains is a good one. I remember I had a CD of Saturday morning cartoons done by 90s rock bands. I mean, it was awesome, man. Who was that band? The Blind Lemons did a song from a Schoolhouse Rock. Three is a magic number. They did that, and somebody did Hong Kong Phooey, and it was awesome. They redid the Hong Kong Phooey song in the rock band. It was you can't find that. I've looked on iTunes and stuff. You can't find it streaming. So if you ever see it, it's like rock music from the set, like cartoons from the 70s and 80s, Spider-Man theme, Hong Kong Phooey, Banana Split song, all that, but it's done by rock bands. REM, great band right there for sure, REM. And my son goes to the school where they went to school at. My son and my daughter both went to school with two of the members went to school. So they're really big. Being a religious school, you think they wouldn't say. They still, I think they even mentioned the school in one of their songs, or the mascot of their football team. But yeah, because they lived up in Athens, which is about an hour northwest of me. Josh sends in a super chat supporting the channel. Way to go, Josh. So no drug kids. If they don't expand your mind, then never mind. There you go. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. I'm gonna send this one out to Josh. I need some new video clips. I know it's Monday. I was gonna have new ones all ready to go, and then I was like, man, I don't feel good. I don't feel like doing this. So let's just send an old one out to. I just want to hear it. Here you go, Josh.
Song about Jelly Man Kelly. He loves jelly the most. Papa most of all. Jelly Man Kelly loves jelly on toast.
Jelly Man Kelly. Whoa.
Get this editing done.
What the hell?
Gotta get this.
That out of here. Sorry about that. Jelly Man Kelly. And I'm going to send this one out to Josh also because I just want to see it. And hopefully it'll trigger some memories of you new guys in the room and say, damn, I remember that.
Hi, I'm Justine Bateman. And I'm Jason Bateman. We'll be right back with One to Grow On.
One to grow on. Yeah, Drunk 3BO says, what up, B-52s? I remember they had a couple of good songs there. I didn't like Rock Lobster. Could never get into that one, but they had some other ones. Had one about the tin roof rusting. I like that one. Does Junkman have the Cornelius virus? I hope not. I hope not. Weezer. Remember Weezer? The Buddy Holly song? They had some others. They had some really good songs in the 90s. Weezer, man. President of the United States of America. Peaches. Millions of peaches. Man, I forget. What was that song also? It was like, I think it was in the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack. I think it was Dave Matthews Band. They had some good stuff. People pick on Dave Matthews Band, but they had some. The Love Shack. There you go. Yeah, it was one about the tin roof. Rested. I remember that. Shades of the 80s Saturday mornings. Yeah. I wish I could find that 80s. I used to have that on CD, man. It was like rock bands of the 80s. Weezer's first 2 albums, that was really... I'll tell you who I liked. They only had one song. I think they only had... Well, Sublime was really good, too. They only didn't have much. Blind Melon, like I said, one song. Who was... Shit, I can see the album. What about the Dookie album from Green Day? Man, I can't take the 90s without talking that. We got Star Wars Agent in here. Good morning, Junkman, coming right at the end, but long as he's here. Yeah, maybe we should do a video about the 90s. I want to try LSD and DMT. Good luck with that. Don't tell Larry. Did I get that one? Yeah. Ramones did Spiderman song. That's cool. I have to check that out. There was another one. The Weezer Buddy Holly Happy Days video. That was a great video, wasn't it? Smashing Pumpkins. They had some really good stuff too. Now the all-time best has to be Weird Al. Man, you have to give it to Weird Al, man. I mean, he did stuff in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and he was really, most of the singers like Weird Al, they'll have a hit, maybe 2, and then you won't hear nothing out from them again. But you had to give it to Weird Al. And I really do love that Star Wars song, from the Phantom Menace. I can listen to it like it's a real song and sing along with it. Of course, you got the Yoda song also. And you got, instead of Peaches, he did Forrest Gump song. Arnold had a baby in 1995. I did not know. I saw Blind Melon, Soundgarden, and Neil Young together. Man, that would be a cool concert. I never really listened to Neil Young till I did my video on George Lucas suing Neil Young. And I was like, I've heard some stuff, but on that video I started listening. I was like, man, he's got some good stuff. Smash Mouth. The 90s. I think that might have been late 90s, maybe late 90s. 95 was the year of the PlayStation. Everybody was excited about the PlayStation. Never got into PlayStation because I was a one-track kind of guy. Star Wars toys. Nintendo. I played Nintendo. I couldn't believe people was banning Nintendo for PlayStation. And my friend had PlayStation. I hated it because we'd go there and you want to play a game and it was loading, and it would just piss me off. Collective Soul, that's a good one. Had to blame Samantha was digging us into this 90s hole right here. What about that rock band Herman's Head? Oh wait, that's a TV show. Sorry about that. Sound like a rock band. There was one I was gonna bring up. And I see it in my head. I can't think of what it was now. Remember what was it? It's like Jello something, and then they had to change their name because the Jello company got mad. You know what I'm talking about? What was that? Garbage is based in my hometown. I went to concert here when they filmed one there. Oh, that's awesome. Allspring has some really good stuff. And Allspring would do some different stuff. He would do a song, sound a little different here and there. Because Bad is, started Green Jelly. Thank you, Samantha. Yeah. I was also about 90 Star Wars toys. 90 Star Wars toys were awesome, although they didn't look that good. They were bulky. I loved them. Green Jello. Yeah, they were Green Jelly, and then they changed their name to Green. They were Green Jello. What song was that? What song was that one? Oh, you remember? The Butthole Surfers. The Butthole Surfers, man. What a name for a band. Yeah, Drunk Through Green Day. That Dookie album was a major, man. That was a major 90s soundtrack of your life, wasn't it? Did you ever see the magazine report from Star Wars Generations? Don't think I saw that one. 3 Little Pigs, yeah. 3 Little Pigs, let me in. 3 Little Pigs, man, I forgot. And who sung that song? Man, y'all guys are killing me now. We should have done we should do a 90s video, man. Shit, what was it? Pushing up little daisies and make them go up. Pushing up little daisies and make them go up. Go on, make them go pop. It was something about pushing up daisies. Samantha, yeah, that might have looked like they did 10 tons of steroids. Oh, it was great. I love collecting the Star Wars stuff in the 90s. 95 when they came back out. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. But it's the end of the show. We always run off into other topics by then. Ween. Forgot about Ween. Good one right there. Oh. And she had one hit, but she had a lot of good stuff on her album. Joan Osborne. That album was awesome. She did a live album too. It was really, really good. Is Ween the one that sung Pushing Up Daisies? Pushing Up Little Daisies. Yeah, I remember that band now. That's the only song I can remember though. But I've heard that. I think I've heard them do other stuff. 90s was a good time. I mean, you had good rap music in the 90s. Good, that early 90s, that gangster rap stuff's got some good iconic stuff. Even country music was coming into, you had some really good country music. And then you had, by the late 90s, you started getting some really awful. By the mid and late country, really got off the rails to all that crap we got today that's called country music. But 90s had some really good country. Rock was really, really good. Some okay pop stuff, but 90 was like the last golden era for music. Or maybe it's just my age, but man, maybe because I was in my 20s and my 90s. We got a super chat from Chris. Thank you. Sony. Sorry, guys. Sony PlayStation had Crash Bandicoot. That one always looked fun. In front of Nintendo's headquarters, called out Mario. Oh, man, called out Mario. They put Crush Bandicoot in front of the Mario headquarters. That's just asking for it. Okay, Chris, let's send this one out to Chris. What can we see in Chris right here? What can we see in Chris? What can we see? Not nice. Oh, I did that one. Well, we'll do this one just for the fun of it. I'll give you 2, Chris.
Hey, Jumpman channel popping though.
Dude, I can't wait to see this movie.
I know, it's so exciting. Anything could happen.
Yeah, anything. As long as they keep it exactly the same as it was in the first 3 movies and nothing changes at all.
I want surprises, but, only the ones I expect.
There you go, Chris. 2 for you, Chris. Raw, we got all good music. Soundgarden, Alice in Chains has some really good stuff, too. Wayne did a country parody album, too. I should check that out. Shadows of the Empire. Very good. 90s. Ronson, 90s was great music, and and movies in the 90s. I was really into the independent films of the 90s. Blockbusters I liked, but 90s for me was about the independent film era, which I miss today, man. I miss the independent movies. Now it's all big blow up, big adventure, but man, I miss the independent era. That's the movies I really loved in the 90s. Mason says he calls the 90s 10 years drinking big. Dara, we got awesome Snake Plissken's. Third. Oh, there was a third Snake Plissken's movie? I know there was Escape from New York and Escape from L.A. What's the other one? Dorothy got to help me out with that one. Clerks. Of course, Clerks, man. Clerks, and I think I'll watch damn Mallrats every fucking day, man. When that came, man, I think I watched Mallrats like every day. And Chasing Amy is my Empire Strikes Back, probably, of the Kevin Smith movies, man. Clerks is great. God, yeah. Oh, no, he wants one. Darth wants it. Okay. Sorry, Reginald. I would love in that trilogy. Let's give us a Snake Plissken's. I never saw Escape from L.A. Saw New York, but I don't think I ever saw L.A. Somebody told me it was just a bad rip-off remake of the original. Wasn't worth watching, so I never did. Chris just Chasing Amy. Of course, I got it right over here. You can't see it. An autographed picture, personalized autographed poster of Chasing Amy from Kevin Smith. Love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. Okay, we're past an hour. I could watch Clerks all day long. Clerks I could watch all over and over again. Now, I went back and tried to watch that first Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Sorry about that. It was hard to get through. That stuff with that girl, thief and stuff, that was hard to get through. But those first Dogma I was watching this. Kevin Smith says, Harvey Weinstein actually owns Dogma because Disney didn't want to be attached to it because they own Miramax. So Harvey Weinstein bought Dogma, and you can't find it streaming or anything because he's tied up with Harvey Weinstein. So you won't even probably see it re-released on DVD, man. And I love Dogma. So it's kind of like just lost now, unless you already have a DVD of it, of course. Chris, you drew 1 major points for bringing up 12 country greats. Ween was an acquired taste. I have to check that out. I'm curious of what that sounds like. What was on there? The Mystery Machine part in Jay and Silent Bob was fun. Yeah, I mean it had some funny parts. Don't get me wrong, but when I went back and watched it, it didn't hold up like I hoped. The Mystery Machine part with that, the girls jumping around the lasers and went on farts and everything. I don't know. It just didn't. It was a lot of corny stuff in it that wasn't corny to me back in the day, but watching it again, it was really corny. Call Kevin Smith's film lecture fun times. That'd be a really good one. You have the sniffles junkie. Yeah, the sniffles and a sore throat and a runny nose and a congested head. Oh, Carrie Fisher and Jay and Silent Bob is good. I give you that one. Drunk 3PO. I will give you that. George Carlin's great in it also. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not bad. It's just a lot of corny stuff. That whole girl scene. I know. John Man's a sexist. I'm going to write a hit piece on him. He said he didn't like the girls in Jay and Silent Bob Straight Back. He only likes the boy characters. But, you know. No love for... Oh, Sheryl Crow. And I liked some of her hits. And just recently, I got some of her music on iTunes and added to my playlist. Because I kind of forgot about Sheryl Crow. You're right. She had some good stuff, man. She had some good stuff. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people we're forgetting about. Hell, I didn't even bring up the hugest, the most popular heavy metal band of all times, Color Me Bad. Color Me Bad. I mean, God. I mean, heavy metal music, some of you guys probably didn't like. I mean, Metallica, Guns N' Roses. But I don't think there was no bigger head metal band than Color Me Bad. They were great. Get better. I'm trying, Ashley. I am trying to get better. Let's see what we can get out of here with. I'm gonna ignore y'all with this one.
Once again, can you see my tears? Ziggy! Lead me far, far from here.
You know, I was reading my comments today. Now get this, I was reading my comments today. You remember when we were doing a live stream and I was talking about how Ray Park wrote Ghostbusters, but also played Darth Maul. Someone took me seriously and had to correct me in the comment section. Dogma, Kevin Smith, Catholic Beliefs. It's a really good movie. Anything with Jason Lee in it, especially in the 90s, was good, right? Salt is good for that sore throat. I've been trying that and took some medicine. I always buy medicine. I'll never do shit. Metal bands like Fine Young Cannibals. Forgot about Fine Young Cannibals, man. Yeah, what was that song? I remember some song about she don't like the meat, but she sure like the bone. What was that? Was that Dave Matthews? I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's stuck in my head. What was the name of the Knight Rider style of show with Hulk Hogan on a boat? Thunderbolt. Man, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Thunderbolt. That sounds a bit thunder something. Yeah, Carrie Fisher was great in that movie there. Groot says can't spell. Don't worry, I can't either. Sonic Youth. Good one, good one. Sonic Youth. Set the world on. I was thinking that Kiss song, but I know what you're talking about too. Let's see here. Again, just make sure I didn't miss any before we get out of here. Black Hole Beck. Chris, thank you. Beck. Can't mention the 90s while bringing up Beck. I miss shopping malls in the 90s. Suncoast record stores. Man, yeah. KB Toys, Radio Shack, the Disney store, the Warner Brothers stores. We had one in Atlanta in the 80s, but it went away pretty fast. All gone, all sad. Oh, yeah, man. I do like the mall. I like a good mall walk around there. When there wasn't 99% girl stores. Every time you go to the mall now, 99% of them are girl stores. Oh my God, there's the Junkman again being sexist and saying he don't like girl stores. He doesn't shop at Lady Gap. Oh man. Gonna get a hit piece written on me for sure. I just can't stay out of trouble. Thunder in Paradise. That was it. Thunder in Paradise. But that was one mall I would go to every once in a while, and they would have a poster store. It had a bunch of posters. I loved it. Roy said Dragon Con. I don't know what he's saying about Dragon Con, but I hope they go back to Dragon Con this year. Radiohead. Drunk 3PO is chiming in with Radiohead. The Meat Puppets. Man, y'all are killing me here, man. The Meat Puppets here. She was and then there was the Knight Rider Carper Show. I don't remember that. Thanks for doing the live stream. I enjoy watching the live when I can. Well, thank you for being here. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, the Star Wars live stream, where we talk. Oh, sorry. Where we talk Star Wars. I know I'm not very professional, as the other YouTuber told me. Ugly Kid Joe. Okay, now y'all are just getting carried away now. Remember that one too. But 7 o'clock tonight, where we announce the winner of the Death Star playset giveaway and more. Star Wars tonight. Star Wars Talk, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let me get out of here, guys. I got a video I got to make for 5 o'clock. Don't forget the daily video coming up 5, and I think it's going to be how the EU killed Star Wars. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Drunk 3PO, Dan, The Worst, Brooklyn, Samantha, Ashley, Rich, Chris, Curtis, Groot, Dan, Roy, Brooklyn, and thank you so much for the super chats. It really means a lot, really supports the channel, really helps out. And I'm sure James, Jim, I'm sure there's some I missed. Thank you guys, really means a lot. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, we'll be back to talk Star Wars. Who doesn't like to talk Star Wars? Well, we'll probably drift off hell talking about rock bands from the 1920s. Who knows? We'll see you tonight. If I don't choke first, at 7 o'clock and 5 o'clock, the daily video will be up. Thank you guys. Means a lot. And we will end it with, what do we want to end the show with? We will end the show with, we played that. We played everything. We'll end the show with Charles Nelson Riley. Thank you, guys.
Charles, where does the joy come from? And I said, it comes from my blank, and it blanks from my blank.
Huh? All right, fellas, and away we go.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.